October in Ohio, and as the fall chill begins to creep in, it's time to get garlic in the ground. It's a busy time of fall cleanup, prepping the beds for next year, and getting all the old vegetables cleared out. Garlic is a plant that I certainly recommend for any addition in the garden. It often helps to deter a lot of different pests and has been stated to deter things like deer and rabbits. Some companion plants for garlic to help improve these plants would be spinach, dill, beets, kale, cabbage, potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, eggplant, broccoli, and even roses. You can also plant garlic near strawberries, not next to, but near them to help deter the insects and pests that like to try and feed on your strawberries. A few plants that you want to avoid planting garlic next to is asparagus, peas, beans, sage, and parsley, as garlic often deters their growth. A few plants that you can add in the ground around garlic to help to improve it are plants such as rue, yarrow, chamomile, and summer savory. These can help to improve the growth and the flavor of the garlic. Chamomile definitely recommended for the flavor. Rue can be tricky as it does have growth inhibitors that can affect other plants planted nearby. I would certainly recommend then summer savory and chamomile. So now let's head on out to my garden to take a look at my plot and what the plans are. So I'd like to document for this plot in the garden what garlic I'm going to be planting and in what location. Last year I had done soft garlic, which did okay, but not great. And instead, I'd like to do more hardneck garlics. So I have 4 different varieties. I picked up some from a local grower. I have German Red, which is a decent sized bulb. I have Bogater, which is a little bit smaller. I've got this one that's called Music. And then I have one that I had picked up from the grocery store that is a striped garlic. So we are going to plant these into the bed in the following order. We will do the striped store-bought down the first row. I will do Music, next row, the Bogota, row after that, and then finally the German Red. This is just a document so that way I know going in what rows I have for each type of garlic. So let's talk about the different types of garlic that I decided to put into the ground this year. I purchased the 3 types of garlic from BG Gourmet, which is in Portage County, Ohio. I chose to get something locally. I had heard good things about the garlic that they have because it's chemical free and naturally grown. And I purchased Music because it is popular in North America, it grows well, and it also stores the longest for 6 months plus. It's a large bulb and it's full of rich medium heat and it's very balanced. I had gotten the Bogatir because it was a great flavor, has a sharp heat and a long storage as well. It's called Russian penicillin. Its origin is in Moscow. And then finally the German Red, which is easy to peel and has a strong, spicy, and robust flavor. All of these garlics seem like they're right up my avenue, and there's plenty out there for you to choose from that have a lot of different uses, so you can go through on any grow site, and I will put a link to the BG Gourmet garlic down below, but I do recommend you look locally for varieties that will grow the best in your area. Now for the one that I got from the grocery store, that's not going to be guaranteed to grow. Oftentimes these are sprayed with growth inhibitors, and I don't know what type it is. It's mainly one of those experimental plants that I occasionally like to throw in the ground and see what happens. So that one, we'll see if it actually comes up. But I chose hardneck garlic versus the softer garlic because of the storage and also because more of the plant can be utilized for cooking. When you go to plant garlic, you will want to take the clove and break it apart into these tiny pieces. Now this could be separated up to however many cloves that there are, like that right there, making sure that they have a papery covering over each clove piece. You'll be planting them with this side, that's the root side, and then that is the top of it. So you'll be planting that down. Let me grab that other one there. So I've got them about equally spaced out. And then I just need to cover them with dirt. I've got all the other rows put in, and then this will be all set up. It is currently late October. I could plant these into November, but the weather has been nice. It's been nice and wet soil. And this is very well-drained soil, has a good deal of sand in it, so the garlic hopefully will do well. There are a lot of videos regarding growing garlic that are out there, and I definitely recommend that you research what you enjoy about garlic and therefore what you want, and especially with how much you want to have in your garden. Some that enjoy a lot more of it, it is beneficial to have more plots. I'm going to start out small and eventually expand out, and I will do videos in the spring and summer as the garlic continues to grow to give updates and also talk about things such as the medicinal qualities of garlic and other uses for it. With fall cleanup, things have been a little hectic here as of late. Also, since discovering that we have another addition on the way for our family, we've had a lot to tackle and a lot to do and prepare for. As always, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and liking and subscribing my videos in my channel. It certainly helps out, and it also will help to fuel interest in my future business for the Misty Mushroom, as I will be covering doing permaculture mushrooms in the garden in the future for this upcoming year. So stay tuned for other videos that will be talking about that. And as always, thank you and have a wonderful day.